So the Northeast Corridor is, as I said, a very successful corridor, 11.5 million riders. This past year, more than $1 billion in passenger revenue on the Amtrak system. We've doubled the number of trains, all trains, commuter freight, and Amtrak since Amtrak took over the corridor in 1976. To leave you with the impression that all's going well would really be a great disservice, because there's actually a huge looming challenge, and Mitch has painted this pretty well. We are staring at a mountain of necessary capital investment coming to this railroad. So we're now sitting with sort of maximum traffic load on an infrastructure that's somewhere between 70, 80, 100 years old and needs to be replaced, not just incrementally, but essentially all at once over the course of the next 25 years. And this is a major, major challenge. It requires a little bit more than $2 billion of investment a year, capital investment in the corridor itself. If you look at all the current properties today investing in this capital, we're probably spending somewhere between $400 and $500 million. So about a quarter of what it takes just to keep the railroad where it is and to have it grow in proportion to market growth over the coming decades. So a major challenge. And Gateway is the key to opening up the additional capacity of the corridor. This is the program to provide 2 new tracks and tunnels from Newark, New Jersey to Penn Station, New York. Without that additional capacity, we have at risk both today's current traffic levels, and we have no opportunity for future growth into New York, which of course is the nation's epicenter for travel demand, our biggest station and the nation's busiest transportation facility with roughly 550, 600,000 people a day. But what I would say is the federal government's not going to ride in here and be the sort of lone horse. For the federal government to make a significant investment is going to require the other elements of the corridor to pony up, to be part of the solution. That of course means also that we change the business model, the way that we provide access, the way that we price access. Mitch alluded to this cost allocation process where everyone needs to pay their proportional use of the corridor, and so that's changing too. But somewhat optimistic that over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, through the work of the Commission, through the NEC Future process, we will be able to build a vision that compels action, and that we will be able to translate that into investment with the right mix of folks.
Obviously, P3s provide access to global capital markets, which we need, enormously. Also, new types of bond markets. Fixed income is different if you have the private sector operating than if you just have the public sector. But we don't have time now, I'm happy to chat about it ad nauseum, but I think that the role of private investors taking an equity position, actually having skin in the game, is one of the best possible things that could happen to high-speed rail in the United States. Obviously, the effects of competition have been discussed. Competition is considered one of the most powerful forces for social good in economics, and P3 participation allows that to enter.